Hi and welcome to Priori Digital Studio tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to set up and use your Gantt chart in the most efficient way. In this video, I am using Google Sheets, but the Excel version is exactly the same. First thing, we protect most of the cells where there are formulas to make sure that you don't erase any important formulas that could impact the spreadsheet. So if you see this message, it means that you're not supposed to touch this cell. But don't worry, I will show you step by step how to prepare your spreadsheet. So if by mistake you touch a cell with a formula and see this message, you can simply click on the X and you will be fine. Moreover, we established a color code to show you which cells can be edited and which one cannot. So basically, you only can edit the cells that have a white background. On another important note, please don't move a cell from one place to another. If you do move a cell, it could generate an issue by messing up with the automation of the spreadsheet. The best way to avoid these errors is to copy and paste your data. The first tab is the Setup tab. In this tab, you will set up all your information needed for this spreadsheet. So the first table allows you to define the working days for your projects as well as the holidays for the Gantt chart. So for example, if you are working from Monday to Friday, simply tick the days where you are working. If you're working only on the weekend, then you can untick Monday to Friday and simply tick Saturday and Sunday. Then you can set up all the holidays or day off of your business. So simply double click to see the little calendar if you are in Google Sheets. And if you are using Excel, unfortunately this feature does not exist, so you will have to type in the date. Then simply write the description of the holiday or the day off. So now let's have a look at the Gantt chart tab. The Gantt chart tab will allow you to easily visualize all the tasks for a specific project. So the first step is to type in the name of the project. So in this case, I simply typed in new venture. You can change this name, of course. And then you will have to type in the name of the client. So basically this tab is for one project. So if you want to track another project, for example, then you will simply have to duplicate this tab. To do so, you simply click on the tab's name and then click on duplicate. If you have 10 projects that you would like to follow, for example, then you simply duplicate it 10 times. There is basically no limits. The Gantt chart is separated into 15 phases, and then you can easily open with the small plus sign in the left margin. If you see this message, in this case, it's fine, simply click on OK. And in each of these phases, there are up to 15 tasks. For each task, you can define its name, progress, and define the start and end date. It will automatically calculate the duration and the total work days. Then you can define different parameters for your tasks like the priority and the person in charge. The status is automated depending on today's date, your start and end date. The remaining days are also automated and you are able to visualize the total number of days left as well as the number of working days and the number of delayed days if the task is overdue. Then you can also define a color for this task in the chart. Once all your tasks are set up, the chart on the right side is totally automated with the colors that you previously defined in the last column of the table. At the top, you will find all the days, the calendar days, as well as the weekly separation for a better visual. Today's date is highlighted in red and the work days are in white. The non-working days are in light gray, while the holidays are in dark gray. These days are defined in the Setup tab, so if you want to change it, you can always do it. And a small legend is at the top of the page to help you understand the color code. So let's take an example together to see how this spreadsheet really works. So let's manually add a task, let's say post-implementation review. And then type in a progress, so let's say 12%. And let's define a start date. Let's say this task was starting at the beginning of June. And then let's say the end date is at the end of the month of June. As you can see here, the duration and number of working days is automated. So the duration basically includes the weekends or the holidays, and then the working days only the working days. Then we can use the drop-down menu to select a priority. So let's say this is medium, and then we can type in the person in charge. So let's say in our case, it's simply Liam. Then the status is automated. This is in progress because we already started it, right? There's a progression written there. We have the number of days left, including the weekend, and then the number of working days left. If we had some delays, we would have the number there. I will explain how it works in a few minutes. And then let's use the drop-down menu to define a color for this task. So let's simply click on blue. If we scroll to the right, we will see our task appearing, starting from the beginning of June and ending at the end of the month. Let's go back to the table and put a delay in my task. Today we are June 23rd, so let's put the end date on June 16th. So as you can see here, since we have delay with this task, all the task is changed in red. And then we also had the number of days of delay appearing. And as you can see here, all our delay is in the red. Now let's take an example and put this task priority on hold, meaning that this task is stopped for whatever reason. So as soon as we change the priority status, it's highlighted in gray. And if we go to the Gantt chart, the bar or the representation of our project is also in gray. So let's remove it from the old on hold and put it back to medium. And then let's say that we are done with this task and tick the checkbox. As you can see, it's now strike through, and the bar representing our project is now turned into green. Then at the top of this tab, we have a summary of our whole projects. So we can see the total start date for the whole projects, meaning all the phases, and then the end date, the total duration, today's date, and the number of days left. We also have our overall project status, and we also have a small legend about the status list to help you understand how this spreadsheet works. So that's it. I hope this tutorial helps you easily set up your spreadsheet. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Follow Priori Digital Studio on YouTube for sneak peeks on our new templates.